In 2018, hackers used a smart temperature sensor in the foyer of a Las Vegas casino to gain access to the High Rollers database. Hello, I'm Bill Aronson, here to tell you about CERA, the secure temperature sensor when trust is essential. I'm going to explain what the problem is, how current solutions work, and why CERA will win. When temperature is mission critical, you need a secure temperature sensor. CERA is like a thermometer and a fingerprint combined. Temperature sensors are vital across multiple industries, and now that they are connected, it is essential that the data they transmit can be trusted. Once you marry IoT sensors with global communications, you create significant security issues. Current solutions start with a temperature sensor and an optional data logger to record the readings, and they may also communicate the data in real time. And if they do, they definitely need security to encrypt and authenticate it. So here is the problem. The sensor is distinct from the security solution. And that means if they can hack the sensor, they can send false data, which you will trust because it's encrypted and authenticated. So you believe it and act upon it. Your action might be excessive or unwarranted. Why does this happen? IoT devices don't have a lot of processing power or memory, so often the first thing that gets sacrificed is security. CERA solves this problem by using the gold standard of key generation called a puff. The key is the temperature sensor. The temperature sensor is the key. Now, the data is in the zone of trust, and the communication is secure. The result, a secure device with multiple temperature sensors. It's impossible to duplicate, the key disappears on power off, and CERA is tamper resistant. That means the data is protected from recording to readout. So how does CERA generate a key? On the printed circuit board are a series of thermistor bridges. We use the tiny random variations in manufacture to produce a series of ones and zeros. A simple metaphor is a ball falling onto a junction. It's random for any bridge which way the ball will fall. If it falls to the left, we record a 1. And if it falls to the right, well, then we record a 0. CERA has 150 bridges, enough to make a 128-bit key with plenty of redundancy. The direction in which the ball falls is unaffected by temperature. The current range that we have tested is around -20 degrees to +80 degrees centigrade. And with millions of tests, we can generate the same key again and again and again. So this is a prototype. It's a little larger than a credit card and about the thickness of an iPhone. And we use a subset of the thermistors as temperature sensors. And that means that if anyone tries to tamper with the board, they will break the relationship between the temperature sensor and the key. The global cold chain market size is projected to reach $500 billion by 2026, from $225 billion in 2019. North America dominated the cold chain market with a share of 36% in 2019. This is attributable to the increasing penetration of connected devices and a large consumer base in the region. And this is why we've applied to Mass Challenge America and Houston specifically. Without secure temperature, companies face major issues if products don't arrive in good shape. Waste, cost, potential litigation, reputational damage, and ultimately health and safety, because cold chain involves multiple players, and everyone knows a lot about their piece, but often little about what happens before or after. So today, 50% of vaccines may not arrive fit for purpose, and temperature breaches are a major cause. Let's look at one subset, the refrigerated container market, or reefer market as it's known. This is growing on account of the increased demand for pharmaceutical products, rising number of trade routes, expanding e-commerce industry, and surging penetration of the real-time tracking technology. The total addressable market is 3 million units in circulation today, rising to 7 million by 2030. But if we just focus on new units coming on stream, the service addressable market is 130,000. And if we were to do a deal with one major player, such as Maersk, the service obtainable market is 39,000 units. And this could mean a gross annual sales of 7.8 million, plus 780,000 per annum in service monitoring fees. So to protect CERA, we are building a portfolio of patents in the US and UK, and I'm delighted to say that our first US patent will issue in June, and our first UK patent soon after. I want to introduce you to some of the team, and specifically to my partner Benedict Gierlich, who's on the call. Over 2 billion devices in the entire internet rely on AES encryption developed by University of Leuven. And University of Leuven is Europe's most innovative university, according to Reuters. In addition to 3 years of testing, we now have an updated board to make into an MVP and have put in place the right partners who are excited to test CERA. Let me introduce them to you. MICC helped to set global temperature standards. They have manufacturing facilities across 3 continents and customers in multiple industries, including pharma and refrigeration. Morgan is an award-winning developer of medical and commercial products with experience and expertise in product and technology development. And AKO, based in Spain, cover the complete range of refrigeration, commercial, industrial, and refrigerated transport. They operate in over 70 countries. So of all the companies who've come to you, why should you choose us? Because we are a strong team, we have the right partners, we have patent protection, and a unique product which we believe is far more secure than anything else available. We're persistent, flexible, and courageous. We have survived and thrived through COVID. So why now? Because with your coaching, now is exactly the right time to create the best business model, go-to-market strategy, and financial projections. We're coachable and ready. And time is critical. We need that mentoring and business advice because in 4 months, you could give us what would take us years, i.e. open doors to leaders, help us crystallize strategy, provide direction, focus, energy, and champions. And why we will win is because there is a strong and growing need for secure temperature data across multiple industries. Thank you, and I will take your questions now.